everyone. I'm so excited to have you on here. I'm Jewel Tankard, and I'm excited to share some pretty amazing information with you. Let me tell you just a little bit about who I am. I live in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is right outside of Nashville. And I'm married to a wonderful man by the name of Ben Tankard. Some of you may know him, those of you that are jazz enthusiasts, because he's very successful in the jazz arena. We pastor a great church here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee called Destiny Center. And then we've also been blessed to have a reality show on Bravo TV for 3 years, basically talking about how we pushed our children to become entrepreneurs and ultimately to become wealthy. Yes, we do want our children to be wealthy. Sometimes people are like, oh, well, as long as they're happy, well, they'll be happy if they have some wealth and can take care of themselves and live the dream that they always wanted to live. Also, I have a very successful talk show called The Jewel Tankard Show that comes on every Wednesday. As a matter of fact, the show will be airing in 1 hour on Impact Network. And so you might want to check that out. And my show basically is based on faith and family and finances, right? Because ultimately, I want people to live their dreams, which is exactly why I was so attracted to this amazing opportunity 3.5 years ago. The name of the company is I Am Academy. And basically what we offer, it's like joining, look at this as an opportunity for you to learn the secrets of the wealthy. Because that's exactly what you have the opportunity to do, to learn the secrets of the wealthy. And one thing I can tell you about the wealthy is they do not work hard, right? They work smart, right? It's all about working smart. And so we're going to share some information with you that I think is probably one of the best ways that you can finish off this year is to, put yourself in a position where you're getting the right information so that you can end 2019 better than ever before, and definitely now putting yourself in a position to basically come into 2020 really, really strong. Okay, so now there's another market that's growing towards $1 trillion. Guys, did you hear what I said? There's another market that's growing towards $1 trillion. Now this is significant because a lot of times when people are struggling, they'll say things like, well, there's no money or it's tight out here for everybody. No, you have to remember that money is always moving, right? Money is always moving. And money in particularly is always moving between the nations. Money moves between, Europe and United States dollar or United States, or it may move between China and Asia, right? Money is always moving. And so what this does is it puts you in a position to put yourself in a position where now you can get in the middle of the wealth transfer, right? This basically is setting the future stage for how everyone is going to handle their money, okay? And that's very, very important to know that. All right. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. This is a new presentation that we have that I'm so excited to use. And for whatever reason, it was not. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to make sure that, interesting. Okay, give me 1 second as I get these screenshots together. So let me say this while I'm pulling this together here. But I'll tell anybody, I think probably one of the smartest things that they can do is to get continued education, right? Continued education is so vitally important. And let me give you an example of that. You think about PayPal, you think about Cash App. A couple years ago, you could not move money from one phone to another, right? A couple years ago, there was no PayPal. A couple years ago, there was no Zelle. So most people are familiar with basically spending money or using or being affiliating with money on the technology side from a consumer standpoint, right? They're not necessarily mindful of the fact that I need to actually be using technology to actually create profit in my household. And that's exactly what we're going to talk to you about today. So there are 4 ways for cash to flow. 4 ways for cash to flow. Now, 4 ways for cash to flow. 95% make only 5% of the entire market. Guys, that's really important to understand that. Okay, that's extremely important, because that basically says that only 5% of the nation is wealthy. Why is that? What's the difference between the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class? I'm telling you right now, it's information, which is why this webinar is so vitally important that you really pay attention to this. Okay, now 1% investor mindset, 4% business mindset, 35% of the people work for themselves, but 60% work for someone else. Okay, because the reality is to educate yourself means it's a whole nother level of discipline. Most people are used to working with their hands, but they've not disciplined themselves to learn new information. And guys, I'm telling you right now, that's very, very important, right? You don't want to be on the 60% that are working for somebody else. And let me say this, if you work for somebody else, that is admirable. It's better than you sitting at home, watching or playing video games all day. But ultimately, you want to get to the point where now you are disciplining yourself to learn new material and to learn and get new education, okay? Now, so have you heard of the exchange markets, right? Guess how many zeros are in a trillion? That's what's happening in the exchange markets. So let me explain to you what that is. As a matter of fact, thousands of us are going to be going to London February the 28th and the 29th, because we're going to a foreign exchange. This company is having a convention, and we're going to London. Yay. So when we get to London, guess what? We're going to have to trade the euro or the Great Britain pound for the dollar. And depending on if the value of the euro is greater than the value of the dollar, will determine if we end up getting more euros back or less euros back. That's what trading foreign currency is. It's trading any two countries and their two currencies, right? But you don't have to go to the geographical location to do it. Everything actually happens to be done right from your cell phone, okay? Now, 12 zeros. That's a lot of zeros, guys. Now imagine $5.3 trillion per day is being moved, and now you're going to have an opportunity to be a part of that, all right? This market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you literally can trade anytime that you want. So some of you might say, hey, I want to trade. It would be easy for me to trade in the morning, or it may be easier for me to trade in the afternoon around this time, or maybe it'll be easier for me to trade, late at night, or maybe even in the middle of the night. That's the beautiful thing about this. And this is why we've been attracting so many people, because you literally can get around, right? You can get in there and you can trade anytime that you want, because the market is open 24 hours a day, okay? And that's really, really important to know that, all right? So now, guys, bear with me, because, again, this is a brand new presentation that I'm loving, but my iPad did not retain it the way that I wanted to. So I'm having to go back on here and add this material. So give me one moment, and then we'll get ready to get finished up. So again, I'm loving this already, because as you're learning about what trading foreign currency is, which is trading any two countries and their two currencies, it also puts you in a position where literally you can trade anytime, 24 hours a day, okay? All right, a market that you can exchange in without owning physical money. Now, guys, this is a really big deal, because basically what happens is you deposit money into a Forex broker account. We help to, give you some recommendations on the ones that we work with, the ones that we don't have problems with withdrawing money and that we really like, right? But you don't have to actually have the money in your hand. You deposit that money in your hand, and we connect it to a financial app that holds your money on this platform, right? So you're going to get an amazing lesson, not just in wealth, but you're going to get an amazing lesson in technology. Now, let me stop and speak to all my people that might be like, oh, I don't really feel like I'm techie like that. Listen, you don't have to be techie to learn. And this is really important, because the reality is, in a couple of years, there's not going to even be a physical bank. Like, you won't need to go to a physical bank, because everything will be happening right from your cell phone. And so what I tell people is, even if you don't necessarily feel techie, so to speak, I highly recommend that you become techie, right? That you put yourself in a position to be educated, because technology is not going anywhere. And if you don't know how it works, then it just goes away from you. So we want to welcome you to the foreign exchange market. You're going to get first-class education here, all right? It's becoming global forms of payment for everyday purchases everywhere, right? And so this is something else that you're going to learn that I really love, is you're going to learn the first-class education about cryptocurrency, which is simply a digital currency. So right now, I own quite a bit of Bitcoin, right, which is the granddaddy of all the cryptocurrencies, and I store it on my phone within an app. So if I was to leave right now and pick up and go to Africa, and let's just say I had $1 million worth of Bitcoin, no one's going to stop me at the border. No one's going to try to charge me duty because everything is owned within a digital wallet. Digital currency is not like fiat currency that's paper, it's digital. So to help you out a little bit, understand even more, if you think about the iPhone, when you went out and buy your iPhone and they start talking to you about the iCloud and all the different things that you can do with the iCloud, you've never seen the iCloud, but you're definitely a benefactor of the fact that it exists. So though you may never be able to see the digital wallet, that digital wallet actually has the ability to hold tons and tons of cryptocurrency. And again, you'll get first-class education about that, okay? And so again, we're going to be teaching you how you can trade without actually having physical money in your account. You're going to get first-class education on digital currencies. Let me tell you something. You want to understand the world of digital currencies. It's not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin showed up on the scene on 2010, and it was going for about $200 per Bitcoin. Now today, Bitcoin is almost $11,000, with us seeing a high last year of almost $20,000. Guys, that is significant growth. Even if you bought Home Depot stock, or let's take an aggressive stock like Apple or Nike, you've not seen that kind of growth within the last 10 years. That much I know. So anytime you see that kind of growth over the last 10 years, it's definitely something that you need to be paying attention to so that you can make sure that you have it within your wealth portfolio so that you can be prepared for the wealth transfer, okay? All right, so education is made simple. Basically, this is going to give you the ability to master the markets and know how to build real wealth and freedom, okay? You're also going to get first-class education on the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy. This is where you're going to be able to plug in, and you're going to learn from our top experts who are top income earners, by the way. And you're going to have an opportunity to learn about every kind of foreign exchange or any two countries and their two currencies, how the markets move, what moves the markets, how news impacts the markets, what strategies. You'll learn multiple different strategies, and you'll kind of find out what strategy really works best for you. Some people really want to trade every day. Some people want to trade 2 or 3 times a week. It's really going to be completely and totally up to you. All right. You're also going to have access to High Frequency Mastery Academy, which basically this is for people who are saying, listen, I want to trade every day, a couple of times a day. So you'll have an opportunity to learn from them. Also, you're going to learn how to master cryptocurrency or digital currency. Not only are you going to learn how to accumulate it, but you're going to learn how to trade it. So you'll be able to trade cryptocurrency and then also accumulate cryptocurrency, both factors being extremely, extremely important, okay? This is a home-based business. So if you decided, which this is totally and completely optional, but if you did decide that, you know what, I actually want to share this with other people from all over the world, you can absolutely do that, right? And the company will pay you a very, very handsome, lucrative compensation plan if that's what you decide that you want to do. We also have, this is probably one of my favorite things about iMarkets, IM Academy, is that we have something called GoLive, okay? And basically what GoLive is your ability to plug into top educators from all over the world, okay? Educators from all over the world, and this is your ability now to get on and trade with them, right? And not only do they tell you exactly what to buy and what to sell and when, but they also will actually give you the strategy behind it, okay? They'll give you the strategy behind it, and that part I really, really love. So this gives you an opportunity to connect, collaborate, ask questions, learn, and succeed. I like to call what we're in right now, what this company offers and what we're in throughout the world is what I call an Uber economy, where people are taking basic ideas, just like, hey, a basic idea, a concept to say, I want to teach the average person how to trade foreign currency and how to trade cryptocurrency, right? And then I want to basically marry this to a digital platform and bring other people together from all over the world where we can trade together. You can ask questions together. You can collaborate. You basically are putting yourself in a position to learn with a study group, right? I went to University of Michigan, and I can remember that I was most successful when I studied with the group, okay? Same thing here. Now, one of the things that we are big on is we want you to know that you are powerful. You know, some people feel like, oh, my goodness, yes, somebody says, I'm signing up today. So smart, Wealth Walker. I love it. You got the right name, right? We want people to know that they're powerful. We want you to know that you do have the ability to learn new things. And sometimes after high school or college, people completely stop learning. And that can be pretty dangerous, because one thing about it, if you don't learn it, it doesn't mean that it leaves the earth. It just leaves you, right? And so you definitely want to make sure that you keep yourself in a position to continue to learn. So just say with me right now, I am powerful. You're going to have the opportunity to learn from the best, right? And basically live on your time. Because remember, the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So we're not telling you, oh, you have to learn it this time, or oh, you have to learn it this time. You literally can do it at any time, all right? Now you can choose your weapon. You can discover easy to follow strategies through powerful tools that simplify trading. We have a lot of different strategies, and the person that invited you on this call will make a recommendation on what they think will be best or what they want you all to possibly learn together, right? So basically the whole system is prepared for you to learn and earn on the go. We know that most people feel like they're on the go. They have so much going on. The children, the ministry, you know, their spouses, their own careers, or maybe their own businesses. I don't know. But there's a lot going on in most people's lives. But this is what I want to tell you. This is something that's worth you sitting down and saying, I am going to commit to 15 to 30 minutes a day to learn these markets. Because I'm telling you right now, I have to say this as an income disclaimer. I cannot make any guarantees, but I can tell you right now that we have literally retired more people from their businesses, from their jobs. I even had a good girlfriend of mine who closed 3 businesses because she got so good in making money trading that she was able to completely replace her income and also increase from her income. She's recently just purchased a home, building a home in Belize, purchased some property in Mexico. I mean, the girl is just gone global, crazy. She's actually building a school over in Belize that will allow school-age children to basically teach them how to trade foreign currency. And by the way, in the beautiful country of Dubai, school-age children are learning how to trade foreign currency. So all these things are great indicators for you, okay? This is going to be something called our Hello Center. And this allows you to choose from several products and academies to help with your trading, where, again, you're going to get basics in trading, which is very, very important, okay? We have a lot of success stories, all right? Everyone just say with me, I am powerful. I love this woman. Her name is Monica Tapia from Mexico. She says she loves having the total freedom of living out her dreams and doing things my very own way has brought me the greatest joy. And that's really, really true. That's exactly what's happened. And I won't tell the square footage, but her and her husband just built a beautiful, beautiful mansion, just moved into a beautiful mansion, bought her parents, both their parents' homes. So, you know, that's a beautiful thing that I love about wealth, is that it gives you options, right? Another success story. Everyone say with me right now, I am wealthy. You need to start saying that every day. He says, it's worth more than money. It's taught me how to create and build real wealth, allowing me to spend more time with my family. I love that. Another success story. Mr. Michael, I am grateful. Everyone say that with me right now. I am grateful. My life, my ability to make a huge difference in this world is forever changed because of this academy. Imagine allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to learn how to trade foreign currency and cryptocurrency, and being able to maybe buy the mansion of your dreams, or maybe being able to start that orphanage, or maybe being able to send your children to the University of Scotland over the summer. I mean, you know, the possibilities become endless, right? Now, the biggest question that we get is how can I start, right? Everyone say, I am ready, okay? I am ready. All right, now, the starter pack is a platinum starter pack, and then there's an elite starter pack. The platinum starter pack is $225. The elite starter pack is $325. And then you also can add on some of the other strategies. Again, the person that, yes, Niam, I think, Naya, maybe? I hope I pronounced that right. I heard you say you're ready. Great job for that. Great job on making a decision. Let me just say this quick wealth tip. Wealthy people make decisions, right? I'm going to say it one more time. Wealthy people are not afraid to make decisions, okay? So great job for you. But you'll have an opportunity to say, okay, I want to learn about digital currencies with Bitcoin and Ripple and some of those things. I want to learn how to trade foreign currency. So again, the person that recommended you on here today, they'll help you determine what strategies they think will be best for you based on your goals, okay? All right, now also, we have 3 different premium packs. This allows you to say, listen, I'm committing to this. I'm putting a demand on myself to grow intellectually, to grow financially. I want to set myself up to have the strongest Christmas of my life. So I know I'm going all in. We can actually help you set up your Bitcoin account, okay? Accumulate Bitcoin, and then take that same Bitcoin that you buy to actually purchase one of these packages. These packages have to be purchased by Bitcoin. Now, guys, this is important, and you need to get in the flow of this and get understanding on this, because this is the future. This is absolutely, positively the future. You literally right now, believe it or not, can go on Starbucks right now and buy coffee with Bitcoin. You can go on Barnes & Nobles right now and buy books with Bitcoin. You can start with iMarkets Live today and say, I'm committing to 3 months. I'm committing to 6 months. I'm committing to 12 months of wealth education so that I can change the trajectory of my family forever with Bitcoin. And again, we'll walk you through that process. And again, I welcome you to do that. I think it's smart to do that because this is the future. So you want to begin to get yourself acclimated, okay? Now, there is a monthly fee. The monthly fee is going to run you, just depending on what items you purchase, anywhere between $164 a month to $270 a month. Again, it just depends on what strategies you choose. But if you get 2 active paying customers to the academies, right, then your monthly fee is free. And you do not, okay? Yes, Adrian, I love it. Yes. You do not have to get 2 customers every single month, just 2 customers one time, right? And as long as they stay plugged in, which most people do when they get started, this is why we like to get everyone trading right away. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about compensation. I'm not going to go into this too much, but basically, if you decide that you want to build a team, there is a lot of money to be made. Building a team is optional. You do not have to build a team if you don't want. But if you decide that you want to, the company does pay a very lucrative compensation plan. I'm not going to go over that too much because, again, some of you may just want to trade and then some of you may want to build. But the person that invited you on here will go over that with you. And again, that comp plan is very, very, very aggressive. And so let's just say, for example, somebody came in on the Elite Starter Pack, which is what we talked about here. Let me pull that back up. The Elite Starter Pack is $325. And so, yes, I am wealthy. I love that. Everyone say that. I am wealthy. So if you signed up for $325, you're going to make $50, right? For every time you personally enroll somebody. And then if they go and enroll somebody, you're going to make 12 and then 7. Or if they come in on the basic platinum starter pack for $225, then for every person who personally enrolled, $35. Every person they personally enrolled, $10, and then $5. Okay. All right. And so basically, this just basically talks about how much money you make if you decide to, build a team. Again, that's optional. Our main focus is to make sure that we get people trading, right? So I just want everybody right now to say with me, I am paying off debt. I'm learning to trade. I'm saving money. I'm changing my life. That's exactly what happens when trading foreign currency. And I already gave you guys a disclaimer. We don't make any promises at all. But I will tell you, we have a lot of success stories. We have a tremendous amount of people that are doing gangbusters money every single day. And so this is really an opportunity for you, probably like not any other opportunity you've seen, right? You don't want to keep passing up opportunities. You want to learn to get this kind of information that you already know is gangbuster information, life-changing, and you want to move on it. Why? Because your action determines your consequences, right? So the actions that you take today are the consequences that you live in tomorrow, right? And I have a lot of people, when I first got started 3.5 years ago, they didn't believe it. They were going to watch and see what I did. And though I've enrolled a lot of those people, there's something about being a first adopter. Learn to become a first adopter. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for getting on this call. There's going to be another one tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, okay, where you can get people on this webinar, okay, where they can see all the information. Get them back on here tonight. Get back with the person that actually invited you on here and tell them you're ready to get started, right? I'm ready to get started. I want to go. So go ahead and make sure you get back.